Thank you, John, for escorting Kathy up here to be married today to Greg. So, Greg, did you have any idea that she was going to be this beautiful?
I couldn't imagine.
Said he couldn't imagine. I'm sure that Kathy would probably feel the same about Greg. Did you have any idea that he'd be this handsome?
No, he looks great. Cleans up well.
Yes, he does.
Don't usually get to see him in a tux.
Yeah. You both look great today.
Thank you.
I found out that they met in 2010 during Kathy's freshman year at Purdue Calumet through mutual friends. So thank you, mutual friends, because we needed you to be here today. And they started dating in May of 2011. They were engaged on May 7th, 2016 to celebrate their 5-year dating anniversary in a remote cabin in Tennessee. So let me see here, you started dating in May of 2011, and then 5 years later, you got engaged. Greg, what took you so long? 5 years. I think he was probably just enjoying himself. They were enjoying themselves so much that, everything has its time and place. So it was a special moment when they were engaged. And I always ask the bride if she was surprised by the engagement. And she said she knew it was coming. And, not because she was trying to figure it out, but just one day, Kathy got on Greg's computer and accidentally saw an email subject that was entitled engagement ring. So when you put it in cyberspace, everybody knows, So they went to plan B. Greg asked Kathy to use his cell phone to send a text. And she saw a text from Greg to his mom, Lori, about the ring. Well, that bit of technology didn't work either. So Greg had plan C. The second day of their vacation down in Tennessee, after ziplining, dinner, and then on to the cabin, Greg was with Kathy outside taking some photographs. Well, unbeknownst to Kathy, Greg set his phone to play a video and handed his phone to Kathy. So, you know how they all take selfies, so they're both standing there, and Kathy reaches out with the phone, and there's a video of the ring. So that's how he surprised her. And finally, after 3 tries, you did surprise her.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Some of their favorite activities, hobbies, and interests, basically anything together, like taking their dog Maggie on walks. They like to stay busy and be with friends and have a good time together. And if you didn't already know, which I'm sure you do, but I had discovered that Kathy has really a romantic heart because she loves Disney fairy tale songs.
It's more Greg. Just a little bit more.
Well, I think you just surprised him, because I didn't know that either. So today, Greg and Kathy, in this beautiful setting, you've come here to pledge your love to each other and your friendship, to share your strengths as one, and enabling you to do far more than you ever could do as individuals. And when you do this with all your intention and your life purpose, your world will be filled with the truest expression of love. And sharing this love can be one of your greatest gifts to your family, friends, and all those that touch your world. And what I'd like you to do right now is just take a minute to perhaps take a deep breath and kind of settle into the moment so the ceremony doesn't fly by and you say, oh, I kind of missed my own ceremony because I was so excited. So if you would, I'd like to have you turn toward all of your guests. And if you would, look around the room and make eye contact with as many people as you can right now. The reason I want you to do that is that I'm sure that these faces of family and friends will be in your memory forever now because of such a special moment to share with them. And they're all gathered here today because they care for and love you very deeply. So again, just look to the far corner of the room. Do you recognize everybody? You know all these people? I think you do. And also, don't want to miss your bridal party. Take a look at your bridal party. Right and left. And now that you'll soon be married, I want you to keep the truth of what you feel in your heart forever. Once again, for all these people care for and love you dearly. And may the gift of love between you and all these witnesses here today remain with you forever, which I'm sure it will. Will you who are present today surround Greg and Kathy in love, offering them the strength of your friendship, and in doing so, support them as a couple. In times of joy, like today, and all the good times with family and friends in the years ahead, will you be present to celebrate life with Greg and Kathy, thereby affirming their love for each other? If you will, please respond with, "We will." We will. And if you would, look deeply into each other's eyes, because when you're in love, your joy is complete. You found peace of mind with your best friend. It's easy to admire and to learn from each other. And when you're in love, the presence of the one you love fills your world. Hearts beat together. The eyes of the one you love opens the pathway to your own soul. And when you're in love, you understand that the greatest beauty is found from the inside out. Every love song seems to be written for the way that you feel. You realize that you knew each other before you met. And when you're in love, receiving is wonderful, but giving always feels better. When you're in love, you're never alone, even when you're by yourself, because the one that loves you always has you on their mind. Here's a big one. When you're in love, judgment of the one you love does not exist, because love does not support guilt. Forgiveness is your natural state of mind for one another. And when you're in love, God must have brought you together, and you're just a bit amazed that you stand here today. Greg, do you take Kathy to be your wedded wife, to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, and forsaking all others for so long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
And Kathy, I know your answer. But do you take Greg to be your wedded husband, to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, and forsaking all others so long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow, these are sparkly.
Right?
Really pretty. Greg, if you would, please take Kathy's ring and place it on the tip of her third finger of her left hand. And just hold it there for a moment. And again, looking deeply into her eyes, I'd like to have you repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
To wear with love and joy.
To wear with love and joy.
As a ring has no end.
As a ring has no end.
Neither shall my love for you.
Neither shall my love for you.
I choose you to be my wife.
I choose you to be my wife.
This day and forevermore.
This day and forevermore.
And slide that ring forward. And Kathy, if you would, please take Greg's ring, place it on the tip of his third finger of his left hand, and looking deeply into his eyes, repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
To wear with love and joy.
To wear with love and joy.
As a ring has no end.
As a ring has no end.
Neither shall my love for you.
Neither shall my love for you.
I choose you to be my husband.
I choose you to be my husband.
This day and forevermore.
This day and forevermore.
And slide that ring forward. You know what? Just take a moment. Show everybody those rings. They're so beautiful. Just show them the sparkle we've got. The sparkle we've got going on there. Her sparkle's a lot more than yours, but, you know. But the Sam flutes in two colors symbolize the bright spirit and everlasting love Greg and Kathy have for each other as individuals. The two separate colors will now be combined into one sand flute. So you can go ahead and begin. As the grains of sand can never be separated, So it shall be true of their new life together as husband and wife. There's a wine box, and what they're going to do next is they're going to place statements of love to each other that they have written, but the other one has not seen. And they're going to put these statements of love in the wine box right now. Here, let me just help you here a minute. So they're going to place these statements of love within the box. So if you would, just go ahead and do that. And then we'll lock the box later. But the idea is to lock the box, and then after 1 year, they're going to unlock the box, read the statements of love for the first time to each other, and of course, drink the wine. And present a rose to your mom as a wonderful memory of today's wedding ceremony. And likewise to Greg's mom for a rose for her. And Greg, my friend, this might be the last time you get to go first. If you would, just sign it right there. And Kathy, if you would, and if you're going to take his name, make sure you sign with his last name. Because your social security card and your insurance and your bank account and everything is going to be in the new name.
To do it slow.
All right, you got it. Thank you. There it is. If I could maybe just take a moment, I'm just so happy for the two of you because you are a great couple. You're best friends, and best friends should marry one another, and that's what you did today. So if you would, just take each other's hands, because today, May 19th, 2017, Greg and Kathy have consented together in wedlock and have witnessed the same before loved ones and friends and pledged their vows to each other. Therefore, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now seal your marriage with a kiss. That kiss was even better than the one at rehearsal. And that one wasn't bad. So if you would, go ahead and face everybody. And you can retrieve your bouquet, please, Kathy. And this is where we all get to stand up and make lots of noise because, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Gregory and Catherine Lindley.